Fortnite is not fair. You might play on console and run into this guy, a $10,000 setup, 240 FPS, and 0 ping. Now to see how much it actually matters, I'm going to track 6 cash cups across 2 different setups in 2 different locations. Like many of you guys, there are many times where I think that my internet and my PC's performance are holding me back. I'm going to my local LAN center, I'm playing there, and we're gonna see how much of a difference it actually makes. Hopefully I can place higher.
Don't make me come back in here.
For the first cash cup this season at the LAN center, I placed 1,101 and got 12 elims. I'm gonna use this as a baseline of reference for the rest of the season.
Ended up ending on 1,101. Had some simple mistakes, choked some shots, ended up with a lever a lot. Gotta learn how to play with that thing. Pretty solid start to the season.
Now this is where the results get very interesting. For the second cash cup of the season, I decided to play at home so I could compare my results to playing at the LAN center. I placed 405 with 10 elims. Leading up to this cash cup, I spent significantly more time in-game practicing, and it was also the first week of the Champs League cutoff, so it is possible my higher placement was due to there being a lower player count participating in the event.
Players were a lot smarter today, avoided fighting, and basically just played late game, and it honestly went really well. Pretty happy with the placement today.
Now to test this, I decided to run week 3 cash cup at home as well to see what my results would be. With over double the player count participating on week 3, I got nearly an identical result. I placed number 466 with 10 elims. So just for fun, I decided to run the West region. And again, I placed number 355 with 10 elims. This leads me to believe the biggest factor in the placement difference from playing at home to playing at the LAN center was simply being more comfortable on my own setup and having prepared more during the weeks at home. These results so far are quite contradictory to what would seem to make sense. I've consistently placed higher on a worse PC setup and really unstable internet. I mean, this happened literally mid-tournament at home. Oh, down. Oh my God, 35%. Definitely not a lack of skill, bro. I swear it's not, it's definitely
When the fuck are you gonna admit that you're just terrible at the game, son? Get out of here.
This means I have one task going into the next cash cup at the LAN center. This is to make sure I'm as prepared as possible and warmed up going into the tournament. I did an extra session of playing at the LAN center one day before the cash cup. Now finally on the day of the cash cup, I also showed up early to get one last warm-up session in, and then I was off to the races. This is the result. I placed number 458 with 17 elims. Now number 458 with 17 elims is not crazy by any means. In fact, I've placed higher already this season. But let me tell you why this is actually a huge deal. My average elims per tourney this season is 10, even when I placed higher. I am a placement player and I understand the fundamentals of comp and how to rotate. My biggest weakness is my mid-game fights. 17 does not seem like a big jump from 10 elims, but this is a 70% increase in eliminations. A 70% increase in the weakest aspect of my gameplay. I was able to escape certain situations and win particular fights because I had noticeably less desync between what was going on my screen and what was actually happening on the server. Desync causes you to get shot through walls or for your shots to not register in split-second situations. Now, was the 70% increase due to being more confident because I knew I was playing on a better machine, or simply due to the machine actually allowing me to play at a higher level? Most likely it's a bit of both, but imagine if a player can improve on one of their weakest points by 70%. That would be insane. So we've now played 5 cash cups. This means we have one more to go. Instead of playing the last cash cup at the LAN center, we are going to go all out. We are going to try to get our highest placement of the season at home with bad internet and a trash PC. I spent the next 2 weeks preparing for the final cash cup of the season. Scrims, aim training, 1v1s, and arena. Everything you need to do to improve, I made sure I was doing. This last cash cup, I am going to get my highest placement yet. This last cash cup, I am going to get my highest placement yet.
Oh my god, bro.
I actually can't believe it, man. Like, everything we did the whole season just down the drain, bro. Like, we might have just wasted a whole season. All the practice, every time we gone to the LAN. Oh, man. They just tweeted, the solo cash cups are being canceled today in all regions as they were not originally planned to happen today. Like, bro. It's like, oh man. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Alright, stop. This might be the most important part of the video. Yes, I saw a measurable improvement in one aspect of my gameplay, and I would argue a pretty significant improvement. But notice how it didn't magically take me from placing in the top 500 to all of a sudden in the top 100 or placing in the money. It's fair to say that yes, a better PC and better internet will allow you to play better and potentially place higher, but if you're placing maybe 1,500, 2,000, or if you're stuck around the 500s, a new setup and internet is not going to magically boost you to placing in the money. The fundamentals of the game still apply no matter what setup you are on. So you're not doomed. If you have a bad PC, you're on console, or if your internet is kind of unstable, the fundamentals of the game will carry you a long way. Bro, this is the best outfit I own.